Hello dear students, welcome back to the lecture series of Object Oriented Programming. In this lecture, we will see how a friend function can be used as a bridge between two classes, and we will see the friend class. At the end of this lecture, you will be able to use a friend function as a bridge between two classes, and you will be able to understand the friend class. Let us demonstrate the use of friend function as a bridge between two classes with an example. Let us consider the two classes as class ABC and class XYZ. Here the class ABC has a forward declaration. Here class XYZ has a definition. Class XYZ as a private data member named as data, and it has a public member function as a set value. It has a friend function called as a void add friend function. Now let us consider the second class as a ABC class, which has a data member, which has a private data member as a data, which has the member function as a set value, and a friend function void add. Now if you observe here, for both the classes class ABC and class XYZ, a friend function is common. This void add function is common to both the classes, that is to class XYZ and that is to class ABC. Now this friend function will be used to perform the addition on data members of a class XYZ and of a class ABC. Now let's see how it will work. Now here I have a main function. Inside that main function, I have created an object of object M of a class XYZ, and I have created object N of a class ABC. So when M dot operator set value function will be called, at that time the function of a class ABC, the member function of a class ABC will be evoked, and the value 5 will be set to the data member of a class XYZ. And when N dot set value function will be evoked, that will refer to the member function of a class ABC, and in that case the 55 value will be assigned to this data member, to this private data member of class ABC. Now the data will have a value as 5, which is of XYZ class, and data will have a value of 55, which is of ABC class. Now the addition has to be performed on that on those two values, and for that addition the common function, that is friend function, has been called. When the friend function is called, it will jump to the friend function definition, and now if you observe to that friend function definition, two objects have been passed. One object is of class XYZ and second object is of class ABC. So those two objects are passed as a arguments to this friend function float add. Now using the object obj of a class XYZ, the data of class XYZ will be accessed by the friend function, and using the object obj of a class ABC, the data of ABC class will be accessed and the addition will be performed, that is 5 plus 55, the addition 60 will be performed, and you will get the output as a 60. Now if you observe here, both the classes have the common friend function as a void add, and those for those two classes the two separate objects have been created, and those two separate objects of two separate classes have been passed as an argument to the friend function, and through these objects the data members, which are the private data members of both the classes, they are being accessed, and the value of those data members have been, means the operation on those two data members have been performed, and it is giving us the output as a 60. So this is the way how a friend function can be worked as a bridge between two classes. Now let us see the friend class. We can make a class as a friend of another class. In the same way we make a friend function as a friend of a class. In that case, all the member functions of a class declared as a friend become the friend functions of that respective class, of that respective another class. Now let us see the example. Here I have a class A and I have a class B. Now let us declare class B as a friend of class A. Then in that case, the member functions of class B become the friend functions of class A. So all the member functions of class B becomes the friend functions of class A, and the functionality will be same as we have seen the functionality of the friend function. So like that we can have a friend class also. So I hope you have understood the uses of friend function as a bridge between two classes, and I hope you have understood the friend class. Thank you. Happy learning.